Does Iran possess alien technology? You might have recently seen this headline all over the internet. A downed American pilot witnessed a jellyfish formation of a group of drones. But is he hallucinating, or does Iran really have such technology? Today we're going to discuss 3 major weapons and capabilities that Iran didn't use in the war with the US and Israel. We're also going to investigate the alien drone-like encounter reported by a US pilot, and most importantly, why Iran didn't use its full capability. So sit tight, because this video is going to be spicy. What is the most iconic weapon currently in Iran's arsenal? Many believe it's the Shahed 136, but the shocking part is that the Shahed 136 is a platform that is over a decade old, and Iran decided to replace it a long time ago. But remember, the US and its Western allies have only just started producing similar systems, while Iran already considers this an outdated platform and has moved on. We talked about those new drones, but we didn't talk about the most important one. What is the Shahed 136's weakness? It's too loud and slow, with a speed of only 150 kilometers per hour. Although it has a low RCS and is hard for radar to detect, it still isn't very stealthy. That's why Iran built the Hadid 110. It's very stealthy, but no one has ever guessed just how stealthy, and we're going to discuss that in this video. Well, we know the Iranian-produced RQ-170, built since 2011, has an RCS about the same as the F-117, around 0.01 square meters. The Iranian Shahed 136 has about the same RCS, which means it appears like a small bird on radar. But if we consider the F-35, its RCS is much lower, about 10 times lower. That means an F-35 can appear on radar as small as a bug. Now look at the Hadid 110. From the front, it has a very stealthy design, and instead of a propeller engine, it uses a concealed turbojet engine. Now, if we consider how Iran has improved its stealth capability with each generation, we can estimate that the Hadid 110 is 3 to 10 times more stealthy than the Shahed 136. If we assume a 5 times improvement, which is a very realistic estimate, we end up with an RCS of about 0.002 square meters, which would make the Hadid appear on radar about the size of a dung beetle. And remember, this drone flies very low, making it even harder to detect with any ammunition America has in its arsenal. The AGM-158 basically has an RCS similar to the Shahed 136. But the Shahed costs around $20,000, while an AGM-158 costs between $2 million and $3 million. The Hadid 110 flies at a speed of 510 km per hour, much faster than the Shahed drone's 150 km per hour, but it has a range of only 350 kilometers, much shorter than the Shahed 136's 2,500 kilometers range. Its warhead is about half the size of the Shahed drones, around 30 kilograms. The price is still estimated to be under $100,000. It seems Iran designed this drone specifically for US bases in the region. If used in huge numbers, America could be in very big trouble, since these drones are much faster and much harder to detect. But the scary part is that Iran is trying to turn these weapons into something that has only been seen in science fiction movies. If you've been on YouTube, you've probably seen the headlines. An American pilot talking about Iran having alien technology. Some YouTube channels are even saying that Iran might have had contact with aliens, which I personally don't believe even 1%. The only alien is the orange one living in the White House. But to be serious, there are 2 possibilities. First, the pilot was hallucinating since he was shot down and severely hurt. Second, we must still consider that he was shot down. So Iran did have a weapon capable of shooting down an F-15 and a total of 16 fighter jets, including one F-35, despite Iran's long-range systems like the S-300, Bavar 373, and other radar-guided missile systems being destroyed. But what was the weapon Iran used to shoot this pilot down? If we go back a little, after the 12-day war with Israel, Iran tested a missile that was guided by AI for the first time in history. Since Israel used jammers to disrupt Iran's missile guidance systems, including satellite-guided systems like GPS, Iran decided to use AI for real-time guidance and decision-making on its latest missile, the Qasem Basir. If you look at the front of this missile, you can see a seeker, which is unique among ballistic missiles because, due to the extreme heat and pressure, most seekers would be destroyed and become completely useless. But the Iranians made it work. How? I don't know. But in a test conducted by the IRGC, this missile showed a level of precision never seen before. Iran claims this missile can achieve nearly 1 meter accuracy, with a CEP of less than 1 meter. If we compare it to the Russian Iskander missile, which has a CEP of about 5 to 7 meters, then if Iran's claims are true, this would be the most precise ballistic missile in the world. Using AI could make the next generation of Iranian missiles probably even more dangerous than Iran's hypersonic missiles. But why am I telling you all this? What does this have to do with alien technology? Well, the US pilots saw drones moving like jellyfish and thought they were aliens. But in the Russia-Ukraine war, AI has been constantly controlling drones. Even China has a major program to use AI to lead swarms of drones. So it's possible that Iran used AI to guide its drones during the war with the US. Iran has a loitering drone called the 358. Unlike the Shahed 136, this drone was built only to destroy cruise missiles, drones, and low-flying jets. It flies in the sky until it finds a target, then pursues and destroys it. It's possible that AI could be used across different drones, such as the Shahed 136, the 358, and even drones like the Shahed 1179 or Shahed 171, which carry powerful radars. If Iran managed to integrate AI into its drone fleet, possibly with help from China, this could seriously challenge US power projection. But Iran probably doesn't want the world to know that it can reach much farther than the 2,000-kilometer range it officially claims. In 2018, Iran conducted a test that most people in the world didn't understand. Iran placed a ballistic missile inside a regular cargo container and used a civilian ship to launch the missile from the Persian Gulf, 2,000 kilometers into Iran, destroying a target with about 5 meters of accuracy. But what does that mean in the bigger picture? Let me ask you this. How many ships are around the US? If we consider both the east and west coasts, you could say thousands. How many cargo containers are they carrying? Hundreds of thousands every day. Iran could easily compromise many ships with cargo containers that actually serve as launch platforms and send them anywhere on the planet. Each ship can carry hundreds of these containers, and each ship would cost less than a fighter jet. But Iran also has many more weapons that surpass the 2,000-kilometer range. For example, the Shahed 136B can reach 4,000 kilometers, but Iran didn't use it. The Khorramshahr 5 ballistic missile is Iran's heaviest ballistic missile. Although Iran officially claims the missile has a range of 2,000 kilometers, many believe it can reach 6,000 kilometers, since the first generation of this missile was developed by North Korea and had a range of about 4,000 kilometers. After 4 generations, it's easy to believe they could have increased its range by another 50%. The first generation of this missile was fired at Israel for the first time. This is probably the same missile you saw all over social media. One missile can carry up to 80 warheads. It makes it look like a massive barrage of missiles is coming toward Israel, but actually, it's just one missile. The latest generation of this missile also uses a fundamentally different type of explosive that is said to be 3 times more powerful than the regular ballistic missile warheads used by Iran. Until now, almost every missile Iran used during the war with the US was produced before 2020, except for the hypersonic missile, which entered service in 2024. But we'll have to wait and see. If war breaks out again, what kind of capabilities will Iran demonstrate? And you can demonstrate your power by liking this video and subscribing, so content like this reaches more people, and we can bring you much more here on YouTube. This is Eastwind Brigade, where our voices unite and we rise together.